Hey friends, today we will understand two very important hormones in our body, that is insulin and growth hormone. Both insulin and growth hormone works in opposite direction. But if we understand how they work, what is the mechanism, how they are produced, when they are produced, if we understand all this, this will help us to build more muscles, reduce our blood. It will help us to build muscles. It will help us to regulate our blood sugar, help us to improve our insulin sensitivity, and help us to mobilize fat for energy and build more muscles properly by replenishing muscles in an efficient way. So we need to understand this, understanding how insulin is secreted, when insulin is secreted, when growth hormone is secreted, what is growth hormone, what is insulin, how they work in opposite direction. If we understand all this basic concept, it will help us to build muscle, regulate our blood sugar, improve our insulin sensitivity, and we can tap our fat sources for energy. So let's understand what is this. I make 4 to 5 videos on this growth hormone and insulin, where in every video I'll help you to understand about how each hormones contribute in reducing blood sugar or making muscles, or what are their functions. I'll help you in small videos. I'll discuss all the things. So let's understand what is insulin. Insulin is, as we know, is produced by pancreas beta cells. So insulin is produced by pancreas by the beta cells. It is an anabolic hormone. What is anabolic? Something which builds. So it's an anabolic hormone. It increases glucose uptake in muscles and cells. So whenever there is glucose in the body, in blood, insulin comes to take the glucose in the muscles and cells of our body. It stimulates glycogen synthesis because muscle and liver is taking glycogen. It is absorbing glucose from the body and stored as glycogen for future use. So it promotes glycogen synthesis. It promotes fat storage. When the glycogen stores in the liver and muscles are complete, then the rest of the glucose are stored in the in the fat cells in adipose tissue, and thereby it promotes lipogenesis. Any extra glucose that is not taken up by liver or your cells or your muscle cells is taken up by your adipose tissue, and thereby it promotes fat storage, and it is called lipogenesis. It promotes, insulin also promotes protein synthesis, making of protein in your body. It lowers blood sugar by removing glucose from circulation. Its work is to take glucose to muscles, liver, and their fat cells or adipose tissue. Thereby it reduces the glucose level in your blood. It promotes glycogen synthesis because when insulin stores glucose in your liver and muscle, it is stored as glycogen. So it stimulates glycogen synthesis. It promotes fat storage. Any extra glucose which is not stored in the liver and muscle gets stored in the adipose tissue. So it promotes lipogenesis. This energy, this source of glucose or glycogen can be used for as energy in future. So this is about insulin. Now what is growth hormone? Growth hormone is a hormone. And when is insulin secreted? Whenever we are eating high carbohydrate diet, any high carbohydrate diet which gets converted into glucose, insulin gets secreted. Now what is growth hormone? Growth hormone is a hormone that is secreted by pituitary gland. Pituitary gland is a small gland which is inside our brain. It is both catabolic and anabolic in nature. So growth hormone is secreted during exercise, when you are doing high intensity workout, whether it's strength training or HIIT or any form of aerobic exercise. It is secreted when you are fasting, when you have long gap during eating. So especially in morning, when you are fasting, when you have not eaten any carbohydrate or any food, it is secreted. During deep sleep, your growth hormones is secreted. When you are sleeping during your deep sleep, your growth hormone is secreted. So it is just opposite of insulin. It raises blood sugar. It raises the blood sugar by reducing glucose uptake by tissues and cells. So it reduces the ability of muscles and cells and tissues to take glucose. So it raises blood sugar. It stimulates lipolysis. It stimulates lipolysis because it promotes fat breakdown. So whenever growth hormone promotes lipolysis, not lipogenesis. Insulin promotes lipogenesis, but growth hormone promotes lipolysis. Lipolysis means breakdown of fat for energy. So whenever there is growth hormone is secreted in your body, it promotes breakdown of fat for energy use, to be used as energy to be used as energy. So it promotes lipolysis. This hormone, like insulin, also promotes protein synthesis, like for muscle growth. So both insulin and growth hormone have something in common. They both promote protein synthesis for muscle growth. So hence your muscles will be built. It builds muscle, and it mobilizes fat for energy. It doesn't use glucose or glycogen for energy, but it helps in growth hormones promotes lipolysis, that is helps body to use fat as a source of energy. And it raises blood sugar levels, because growth hormone doesn't allow or reduces the ability of muscles and tissues to take up glucose from the blood, and thereby increases blood sugar. And growth hormone is a hormone which is secreted during exercise, during fasting or intermittent fasting, or during deep sleep. I hope the basic concepts are clear of insulin and growth hormone.